Okay. All right. Cool. I should probably meditate because I probably lost a whole bunch of time here. All right. Meditating is very, very convenient. That's for sure. Biggest spoiler: I was Bruce Willis all along. You know, I know how to die hard. And I will always take Bruce Willis over. What does Shogi always say? I look like Clint Howard. Oh God. Please, Bruce Willis, yes, and Clint Howard, no. No, the good Lord chose not to bless me with good looks.
You don't look anything like
Good looks, charisma, or a fully functional brain? No offense to Clint Howard, though. Well, apparently, offense to Clint Howard, then. By die hard, you mean running your ship into the sun at max velocity. I've done that many times, so if that makes me a die hard person, then there we go. Okay, well, the stranger was right in front of us. That was convenient. You'd say more Patrick Stewart? I'll absolutely take that. He was like, in the 90s, he was like TV Guide sexiest man on TV at one point. I don't think I actually look anything like him, but I'll take it. Okay, now this looks different. Why is it so lit up? Oh, I guess probably because of the sun angle. Okay. Bumped into something there. Okay, in here. Am I going to a different entrance, maybe? Oh, so there's a different entrance that I came in because I got here quicker, I guess. Oh, yeah, I didn't check my ship log. Okay, let me check. Go straight there from Timberhearth, you usually get this entrance. Okay, so
wow,
that's...
so weird.
Okay. Okay, so I got this guy. Oops. New entry. Strange vault being closed in a large metal structure, lowered underwater. Nearly all the slides have been burned and cannot be viewed. Slide reel from the river lowlands showed a strange vault being closed and sealed with chains, glowing symbol. According to the slide reel, strange vault was encased in a large metal structure, lowered underwater. Okay. This one new. Found several ornate metal artifacts. Okay. Wooden buildings. Okay, so those are the artifacts. Okay, I think. Bridge that used to lead to. Okay, I think that's all the new stuff. Alright, first thing I want to do, honestly, is I want to go open that door. This side of the station is always facing the sun. Oh, so I'm on a different side of the station. That's what it is. Alright, so this is... Oh, this is right by the dam. Okay, so this is right by getting the artifacts, it looks like. Apparently I have to push it. Oh. Okay. So this is... Okay, so yeah, I came from the other side is where I've been coming in. So that's where I can get the artifacts there. If I need one. I'm going to not get one. I want to rush right to that door so I have plenty of time to open it. So I don't need the dam... So the water higher from the dam breaking to get that. I'll see why it's facing the sun later. Okay. Yeah, it seems like there's so much stuff in this game where it's all about, you know, the time of where it is in the orbit and all sorts of crazy stuff. Nice. Star, eye, fire. Thank you, Plunder Pig. It's always amazing when you leaked Twitch users can use emotes in creative ways that way. This door is lit, man. Okay, was it this place? No, it was past that bridge. Oh, is this that theme you're talking about? Oh, we're on the other side of the dam. Oh, that's where we are. Okay. Okay. We can park our thing here if I can get it there. Beautiful. You are a blue-collar Twitch user. Local 447 represent. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't realize we had gone in a full circle. That's really cool. Alright, star thingy. That eye thing. Is that right? Fire. Eye fire. Eye fire. Haha! We have a door. And do we need an artifact? Whoa, what is that? That is interesting. Like red and green pixels things there. Yeah, okay. Refuel jetpack, okay. Well, there we go. Jetpack fuel in here. Ow. Okay, we saw that symbol earlier. Okay, so that is... I think that's the thing the vault was locked inside of. Looks like it wants to launch or something. There was that symbol we saw. That's how we... Okay, alright, so that's how we got there. Well, we have a ship's log for this. Can you can only look at your ship's log when you're in the ship, right? Yeah. Okay.
That show.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so this thing looks like one of those, what you say, control, I guess like a panel. So I guess this one's broken. And that looks like maybe that's how you launch the thing or something. Okay, well, we now know how to get in here. We'll have to do something with that at some point. Fuel there if you need it. Yeah, I just got the fuel. You know what? That place we couldn't get across earlier. Maybe we can get across here. Because now we see why it's underwater and it wasn't earlier. Because when the dam breaks. The Jean-Claude Van Damme breaks, it's a bad time. Leave this over here. Up our thing here, right? Cool. Alright, unknown language. Can I jump over this? Okay. I'm gonna say, danger, Will Robinson. Don't go in there. Okay, that looks like a locked door. Okay, I definitely see some symbol for the vault in there. Definitely some important stuff in there. Can I use my scout launcher? Probably. There's another hole in this thing. Get up above. No hole on the stone. Such a cool structure, man. Frickin' Halo planet. Now that is interesting. Okay, that symbol's probably important. That is that eye thing that we use as part of the code. Wonder if we can see what causes the dam to break. Illuminati symbol confirmed. Yeah, it does look like the Illuminati. The goat, owl, elk people are the Illuminati. Okay. Okay, there's down place in the dam. Down in the dam. That's something over there. This is cool, man. Well, they watch something important going on here. It's pointing at the sun, I guess, to watch the end of the world, maybe. The sun exploding. Your wife only recently discovered the aluminum foil Weird Al cover. You've been playing it on repeat. No complaints, just pride. With aluminum foil. Great song. Original and the Weird Al cover. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so it looks like the sun is charging something, I think. I think this is a giant solar panel. Okay. So it is kind of the start of a Dyson sphere or something, maybe. Or it's powering something. Okay. And maybe when it charges, maybe that's what causes the dam to break or something. It's a solar sail. Use the power of the sun to propel itself. One neat thing, you're 90% sure solar sails can actually work IRL. Solar sail, huh? Is that like using solar wind to power something? Alright, let's see what's in here. Oh, well. Okay. Let me guess. We need that focus thing. Oh! This probably brings it back up. Okay, so we can either make it go up or down, I believe. So currently it's on up. That makes us go down. Okay. Okay. So dark down here. Is it horror spooky movie time? Okay, so that'll bring it down. It uses solar wind not to charge, but to straight up propel itself like wind propelling a sail. Cool. That is crazy. Okay. And that's my ship. Okay. We have discovered a side entrance. Okay. Interesting. Now we know about that. I wonder if there are other side entrances. We can get some fuel while we're here, I guess. Oh, you know what? Let's check. We probably don't have time, but I want to check the ship log things we got. Or will it not show until the next loop? Okay. Room with a burn control interface and a projection that seems to indicate a broken connection between the stranger and another craft. Stranger moving beyond the reach of the supernova. More to explore here. Okay. Okay. Main thing I think I learned there. Oh, okay. Time doesn't go while reading stuff. Where is that? For advanced, how do I move? Freeze time while translating text. Okay, so we're already freezing time while we read. Okay. Stream bad, thanks, Krisham. Coming from somebody who's been a sub for 50-something months, I take that to heart and will change not a thing. Okay, so this is not a side room. Okay, well, now we know kind of a back entrance. I'm gonna assume the flood's probably started by now. I need to figure out what to do with that one. Act. I've not seen what to do with that yet. Okay. You didn't tell me to turn pause on pause while reading because you assumed my brother already did. Yeah. Trap. Oh, traps detected. Trees detected. Well, alright, I think we've learned everything we can from inside this for right now. I wonder if the dam is broken. Dam is... It is borked. Okay. So maybe... we've gotten here quicker to get across to explore something. I don't know if there's more that I could have seen over there. What did I get here? I fell down there, didn't I? Okay, so I can't really get back up this direction. Doesn't look like unless I can fly there. Okay, well here we go. Ouch. Fine. So here's this thing. I wonder if this is what the artifact is used for. Unlocking this somehow. Maybe in that building. Houses I have not explored in this area. I feel like I couldn't get into that one, but maybe now that the water's down? Okay. Okay. Hmm. Aha! Here we go. We were not able to get in here earlier. Beautiful. Okay, cool. I'm not sure if this was accessible while the water was down or up. I feel like maybe it wasn't. Got a lantern there if we need it. This is the DLC for Outer Wilds, yeah. Ship log updated. Well, let me do this. I'll look at. Looking at. There is a chest things in there. Refuel jetpack, okay. Oh, another broken thing there. Look at the pick. I was looking at it. I see it underwater, and I see it shining a light down. That means we can maybe get in there from underneath it, I guess is what you're telling me. Oh, well, there's even like a ramp going up. Okay, so that looks like we need to get in from underneath is what it's Like, what's this? It's like a switch. Dang. Oh, there's a door. We can open. Okay. Okay, diving board. Wow, if this is not a hint, I don't know what is. Alright, so let's dive underneath it, I guess. Okay, I see it. Okay. Alright, we are inside the vault thingy. Doze off and roast a marshmallow. Let's roast a marshmallow while I eat something here. Okay. We got 3 different symbols. Doze off. This means that there are different times that you need to come here, I think. If you can change the time here. Interesting. These symbols, they remind me of the pulse coming from the eye of the universe that we saw on that one. It's going out. That above it. Take a picture to last longer. Yeah. There, take a picture. It's a bell? Oh, okay, yeah. So those are slappers, whatever they're called for a bell. Okay, well, I don't think I can do anything here now. I don't know if I need to bring an artifact here because there's the focus thing. I wonder if I can get an artifact and bring it here in the time that I have. Back down. Can I go underwater? Can we do Subnautica stuff in this game? That could definitely be the spooky, creepy stuff. Well, I don't know what I'd be looking for, so... Alright, so the artifact was... over there. Let's go see if we can get one. Come back around and use it. I don't know if it'll do anything, but... Oh, we don't have time. Not enough time, FTL meme. Can I even get an artifact when the water's down is the question. Like, I'll be able to. Ah, okay. So I could probably go down and swim and get it. I saw something red. Oh, that was the sun I was seeing. Look, part of the game is really cool in some planets, but I don't think it's as good here. No, I don't think I did this. Or maybe I did. Okay. I'm gonna assume these rooms are gonna be important at some point. Currently, I don't think so. Well, just to test, since in where I just was. No. Something I can discover in, huh? I don't know if I have time with me about to die, but see them looking at their planet. About this one? Okay, one of them is unlit candles. Candles are lit in all the other ones. Oh, but I'm dead. Alright, well, Okay. My brother's giving me hints, which I'm cool with, so it doesn't take me like 40 hours to complete the DLC. Space habitats are weird. All right. Okay, all right. So if I get there quick and get to the other side of the bridge again, if I feel like I need to do that. You're only telling if there's a thing to look at here or there? You're not giving any answers? Yeah. Yeah, my bro. If you've watched 5 playthroughs, you must really enjoy the discovery process of this. What did we learn? I think we learned 1 or 2 other things here. Large metal structure suspended by chains. It can be entered by swimming from below. There's a sealed vault illuminated by a green fire. Okay. Do not know how to open it yet, but those symbols are definitely... There's definitely some clues on the chains there. I did not get the stranger thing this time. So I need to map. Sure. It's only in the thing that I stranger, isn't it? It's log. There and autopilot. Did I not mark it? I swear I marked it. Okay, so I marked it, but I didn't lock it. Port autopilot. Straight. Okay, well. Just, you know, taking a dip underwater real quick. Will autopilot actually work from the planet? Okay. Well, let's just go ourselves for now. I completely failed that, so... Oh, and there's the thing that launches the thing. Okay, let me eat while we autopilot here. You have an inexplicable urge to play Outer Wilds. Inexplicable! After you've been watching me play it for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Who could figure out why? Okay, so we now know there's 2 sides to this. Didn't realize previously. Probably be important at some point to go in a certain side quickly. Oh, you didn't? Oh my god, the controls. This. Oh, okay. And land. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can go see. I feel like we just need to explore some more houses right now is what we need to do. Retrieve. Okay. Place that I found the doorway. Oh, that, like the monastery thing. Trying to think if I want to get an artifact. Try and take that in there. I kind of... Oh, crap. Crap, come back. Baby, come back to me. Okay, there it is. I think I'm going to get an artifact just to carry it around with me, in case I can use it for something. Scout launcher, photo mode, snapshot. Artifact, there we go. Okay, we got one. Not sure if it'll be useful. Can't hurt to have. Alright, just the monastery thing where I can check out what we were looking for earlier. Let me throw this onto here so I don't forget it. If all elevator music was like this. Yeah. There's so much good music in this game, that's for sure. Okay, so what was different about one? The candles were out in one. So that was in a different one, wasn't it? Oh, the lantern's washed away, okay. Drop the lantern. Is that changing it? Okay, I feel like maybe I need all the lanterns. There needs to be no light in here at all or something. That's what happened earlier. The lanterns were all washed away. They're all broken. Something changed with light. Is now lantern picking up and putting down simulator 2021. This is very very Portal right now. I need to move this block, buddy block, and put it in a different place. Are there jump scares in this game? I don't know about jump scares. Okay, I just heard something move. Aha! I don't know about jump scares, but there is some spookiness in this game. Some creepy, spooky stuff. I haven't seen any of it yet. But now we got some spooky stuff. Oh, it's a bunch of dead antlered, what are they called? Owl people things. Oh my gosh. That's pretty creeptastic. Okay. That looks like what we might need an artifact for. We can change time in here. Oh, this is weird. Okay, that's another bell. Okay, maybe this is how you unlock that. That vault thingy. Let's go get the artifact and bring it here just to see if that does anything. Because it looks like they're holding artifacts is what it looks like. Lit artifacts, okay. What's up, Nietzsche? You see a Rand living room? It's actually a Sphentity living room. It's my brother's. Although this is... That's Nietzsche from WoW right there, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's my bro. That's Sphentity, or Somesh, who's playing with us. It's a deer owl Nietzsche. It's a deer owl Nietzsche. Give him an artifact, yes. Whatever you're eating is killing my Rand stream immersion. He only eats cookies and granola bars. How do you unsub? Hey, my brother, the reason I'm eating is my brother made it. If I make it, it won't be nearly as good. Okay. Oh. There's flames behind them. Okay. Okay, what was the button? Focus. Conceal. How do they like these things? Alright, Shogi gift and sub to Steven, because he always forgets to use his prime. Okay, so they have lit things. Can I like this? So that is the question. How did their artifacts become lit? must be a way. I mean, it looks like it's this fire. Oh, I'm standing in the fire. I thought I was lighting this thing. Like, I figured it out, guys. All I gotta do is stand in this fire, and I die. Okay, well, that's not doing anything. Alright. Facing this thing. Pointed at the fire. They're pointed at the fire. Their artifact is... I don't know if it's getting lit from range. I pointed, it's not doing anything. How to become lit. Tutorial on the stream. How to become lit. What am I missing here? Interesting. Oh, I can drop it facing it. Now look at this one. What's different from this one to the ones they're holding? Doesn't look like there's anything different. Except they're lit. Or pointed at something different. Pointed in the same direction. Jesus. God damn it, Addie. Or Addie, whatever your name is. That's one. This is what happens in the future to Dasher, Prancer, Dancer, and Vixen. These are all the dead reindeer. Oh man, so sad. Gotta be something with light and dark or something. That's a jump scare. Yeah, dog barking literally right behind me is definitely a jump scare. Should I be trying to do something here, or is this not? Okay. Well, okay, I guess we doze off in front of the fire. That's the only thing I haven't done. Use the force. Okay, I'll wake up after a short amount of time, and my fire is lit. Okay, there we go. And the bodies are gone. Well. Alright, who's ready to be stalked by deer people in mummy outfits? Oh, okay, focus and cover. Oh, we just went out, and... I got kicked out. Where am I? I'm stuck underneath the... Oh, the water. Okay. And their bodies are back. And the fire's out. Okay. Well. Fire got snuffed out by water. Gotcha. Well, their bodies were gone. And I turned out the light. And I died. Or I didn't die, but something happened. Okay, I'm starting to see the creepy stuff now. Oh my god. I didn't even wait that long. Did the dam break in that small amount of time I waited? Is that what happened? Or maybe they're the ones who put out the... or broke the dam or something. Okay, man, what can I do with the dam broken? I now know what this is used for, so I can probably get rid of it for now. Oh man, what can I do now? Are there houses I can get to that I haven't explored? Okay, alright. Let me get over onto dry land and I'll look up and see where I have not been to yet. Okay. So there are multiples of these towers. Is that what I was in? Was I in one of those towers? Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's a bunch of those monasteries. Okay. It's a spinning spaceship to simulate gravity? Yes, yeah. This is basically a Halo planet or ship, I guess. Honestly, can't tell from just looking where I haven't been, but oh. See a bell over it? Speaking of bells, ring my bell? No, okay, can't ring that. With that. Honestly thought I'd clip through the wall when I woke up. Pretty crazy you can explore underwater in this. That was not a mechanic in the previous Outer Wilds, right? Or the DLC? Oh, that's true. I forgot about Giant Steve. Right. Ow! Oh, okay, that killed me. I was too low from burning myself earlier. Okay, well, that was a random death. Well, at least I didn't die to crazy reindeer skeletons, but let's go try to die to crazy reindeer skeletons next, I guess. That was really creepy when they all disappeared. So apparently shutting the shutter on your lamp is a bad idea. Somehow. I'm not exactly sure how my fire went out. Okay. What have I awakened? According to Shogi, evil reindeer people. Oh wait, I got to look. Chip log. Mode. It didn't show, it's not showing me anything new about that, is it? I mean, I saw reindeer people disappear, so it's strange to me that it wouldn't give me some new entry about that. Autopilot. That's right, spooky owl deer. Spooky owl deer who are dressed as mummies, so I don't know if they're alive or dead. Or anything like, if I'm anything like you, my heart's gonna be pumping hard. Okay, so scary, spooky stuff's coming soon. So, all right, here we go. Oh, what the hell? Jesus. Oh, I'm upside down. Come, come, come. There we go. Land. Go. Alright, so I need to go get that artifact first. Perfect approach to trajectory, sets it down right there, and if you're upside down, that's right. What'd I do? Where's the dam? So alright, so we're gonna do the same one we went to earlier, because we know that that one kind of have a little experience with how that went. God, okay. That's the wrong way. light is clear. Artifact, okay. Oh geez, I'm just walking right through the ghost matter. Bad idea. Yep, that's probably bad that I'm super low on life, but... Oh, okay, okay. Through the water, gotcha. This one. Drop it. Stop it, drop it. Pop and locking, fools. They're breakdance fighting. The one with the planet. Oh, you learn it from a slide that I haven't seen apparently yet. Or that I have and I didn't realize what I was learning, maybe. I don't need to get rid of all the lights. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I chose poorly. I remembered incorrectly, I guess. Alright, spooky time. Let's go. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen this time. So we doze off. Yeah, and then immediately wake up. And everybody's gone, and I'm freaking out. So, focus. Okay, okay, that one didn't turn off that time. Oh, I turned off that. Oh, is that what happened? Okay, so water showed up out of nowhere. Friggin' tension gets to you? Okay, well, here we go. We were walking really slow. Sounds like breathing noises. Alright, well, what's out here? Okay. Can't get... Well, is it night outside? Oh god, it's dark out. And there's pools of light with candles. Okay. Oh, you actually walk slower while you have this focus. I see. Well, this is weird. Okay. So we're at their planet now. Strangely. Okay. This door open. Does not. Do you think we're in the image? Oh, maybe we are in the image. We in the painting? They're in the computer? That's so simple. Okay. I'm really afraid to fall in the water and have my lamp go out, so I want to be careful about where I go. Okay, I don't remember there being an up. Can I get up there? Okay, my thing is shaking for some reason. Okay, alright. I do remember this. I do remember showing something here. I think I want to extinguish. I saw something in one of the... Oh, here. Do I maybe conceal it? Oh. Okay, so I extinguished that. I was extinguishing my lamp. I extinguished that light. Okay. Weird. That door now open. That door is now open, okay. You think they sealed something? Well, we're about to find out, I guess. Oh god. You can either walk slowly with a focused light, walk quickly with an unfocused light. God, if I have to run away from stuff. Water. Yeah. Why didn't you ever try that here? Try what? Okay, I can't extinguish this one. Light it? Oh! Oh! Like a magnet for this thing. Oh! Well, I missed it. There it goes. That was cool. For a second there. Oh, it made one. Was it creating that? Alright, well, here we go. Alright, bro. Where does this take us? To our doom. To our doom! There's a new song by the Foo Fighters. And the line is, "Are you afraid of the dark?" That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. I think it's a remake of some old song. Yeah, yeah, Dave Grohl and his dudes are still doing stuff.
Yeah, so
It seems like, oh, well, I hear some, like, siren. It seems like Pirates of the Caribbean or some ride on,
oh yeah.
at
God,
Disneyland.
it's so dark in there.
Okay. Well, I'm not still on the circular halo planet, that's for sure. Can I make you go other directions if I do this? Just, that one's on rails, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, this looks like a mausoleum thing. This looks like a different one than I went to earlier. It also looks taller. Can I get off here? I'm so afraid to get off this thing because I'm stranded. I guess I'm taking a tour of the city. Is that Mariners you're watching? Angels and Braves. Okay. Braves and the Brewers. DLC teaches you to be both afraid and fond of the dark. Okay. So you hide in the dark is what it sounds like, maybe. You need to pay the troll toll to get into this boy's soul. Okay, that looks like a way to call another thing here. Is this different? Huh. I have no idea where I'm going, honestly. I'm just kind of riding this thing until it forces me to get off or see something really interesting like that. Okay. That makes it look like all this stuff is under the water in that other world or something, which is weird. Lowered it into the water. Okay, well, we have to check this out. I can call another one off right. I don't have my jetpack. Oh, okay. If I do this, you get one. Yeah, that's. This is like a ghost world or something. This is weird. something weird in Outer Wilds? Who would have thunk it? I'm a deer owl now. I don't know if I am. I don't... Yeah, I'm still myself. Yeah. Oh god, look. Okay, well there was lightning. That before? That looks like that's before they put the sealed the thing in there. Oh, my light went out. Okay, so apparently I only have as much time as until the dam breaks for this. Depends on where you fall asleep. Okay. Okay, so sounds like the further I am from where the dam is, the longer time I'll have. Which would mean the longest time would be whatever's right behind there. Is there a mausoleum thingy over right there? Oh, there's one that's taller. This one is because it's low to the ground. Gotcha. Okay. So I need to look at that one right there, probably. Let me actually, while we're in the water, let me go see if that is a mausoleum we can go explore. See if I can get to that. No, I'm just floating along. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, fine.
You know, I'm used to it. Might be beat up a little bit, but you know what? Doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. Maybe kills me right now. Alright, well let's see if we can get back in here to do a little exploring, potentially, maybe. Can I land on that? That looks like a nope. Maybe I can't get up there. I might have to get up there while the water's lower, maybe. Maybe I can't. Okay. Might be a spoiler, but is it the same one every time? Oh, okay, okay. So each monster has a different picture planet? Okay, okay. Is this any different? Same. Oh, but there's a missing person in this one. Oh, that's spooky. Okay. He's back in this one. Definitely not the same, both picture and dream-wise. Okay. Of course they have to put a sound like breathing. You see all these crazy ghost deer people gone. Ghost owl deer. No, I'm not. I don't like corn. Okay, so where was I before? Ribs, I mean, I like asparagus okay, broccoli okay. If you're gonna try to figure out a vegetable for me, you can probably just make something for you and I won't eat it, honestly. If you make me bread, yeah. Okay, well, we're just exploring a new area here. Looks like an inn or something. Okay. Well, go on the spooky thing here, I guess. Okay, not too spooky yet. Going in circles, that's right. Alright, spooky cave. Purple. Oh. Okay, that's a belt. Oh. Okay. Okay. I was wondering what the sound was. Okay. Goes off again. Okay, so that's a bell waking me up. Now that's really interesting. Okay. Alarm bell. It's here. Alright, time to get up for work. Okay, so it looks like you gotta line of sight that or something. Same place or different place? Same place? Same. Yeah. Evil red antler bell. So are you still on the same 22-minute timer? Okay. 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 That looks like a hand or something. Pointing to. Whoa! Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay. Well, is the world ending right now?
Oh no, dude.
It fell? Oh my god, I'm so stuck underwater in these dead body things. Okay. Fell. Did the water finally get up to it? No? Oh, okay. Yeah, the music. Well, I heard some, like, spooky version of this music in that world, I think. Maybe that was the warning that it's about to happen.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Alright, well, let's watch the world burn. Do we see the sun? No.
Can't see. Oh, it's...
Something special about this place, that's why I can't see the sun? Oh, okay, okay. I guess I'll wait for it. Although, is there any difference between waiting for it and just meditating? Okay, well then, I'm not gonna wait. Okay. Well, man, we haven't really found anything in that other world yet. Spend too much time being careful and slow. I don't know if I heard footsteps. Think so? Maybe thought I heard something for a second. It's decently loud. I want to be able to hear you through my headphones. That's why it's not like ridiculously loud. Like, I don't think I've missed any sounds yet. Try to go faster, I'll know when to go slow. Okay, I'll try. I'll know when to go slow. Anything new here? Okay, I did. Shrouded Woodlands, Starlit Cave, Endless Camp. Fire Chamber. Okay, now we're seeing some stuff. Saw green fire burning inside. People inside of a large metal. Dense forest along the banks of a river. Or I'm sure because I explored nothing. Secluded village. Candlelit tower sits atop a nearby island. The well at the bottom of the village is guarded by a statue that activates an alarm bell when it sees me. Rode a raft to the bottom of a massive canyon. It looks like there are buildings set into the cliff face high above. Okay. Oh, those are all separated out. Isn't that what open back headphones are for? Well, I actually have some open back headphones. I don't know, I call them open ear headphones, I think. Basically, I don't like them too much because people outside of your headphones can hear them, and that kind of defeats the purpose of headphones to me. If I was wearing headphones that you can hear the sound outside of them, it would come through the microphone when I stream, so. But they do let you hear outside better. Yeah, I don't think I have any weird sound. I don't think I'm missing any sound cue. Pretty sure. Round. Okay. Yeah, belly up landing. There's a nice. The sun. Well. Okay. Explore any of these things. Doesn't look like I can get inside. Side passage like the other side. So we need an artifact. We want to go to the tall tower one. That should buy us more time, I think. Although there's probably reasons to go to other ones, I would guess, but for now, grab the artifact. Not the best way to go, but it's fine. Stream over here. Probably what you speed run in this game, I guess. Thing stay there perchance? No, it did not. Yeah. Get picked up? No. Yeah, well, maybe we can find another one somewhere. Want to go to that tower. I see it floating there. Sure there's others. Okay, we've already explored this one. The one where we got the reels, or what it's called. Hopefully that one will buy us lots of time in spooky dark town where we might get killed by crazy reindeer mummies. Sentence I've never said before, I think. And my brother asked if I heard footsteps, so, you know, I don't want to hear footsteps, but probably something important happens if I do. Definitely places I haven't explored there. I'm gonna focus on. This is the one with the missing mummy. Missing mummy. It's off. You know, go to sleep in a room with crazy undead mummy deer. Possibly happen. Now we're here much faster. Focus. That's focus. Okay. Hear my own footsteps. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell if there are other footsteps going on than mine. Wow, so that just made that. Huh. Okay, so we just made that appear. Interesting. Okay, my thing just rumbled and I don't know why. Okay, there's a cave going down into Doomtown. That is. Okay, here's a teleporty thing. Oh. I wonder if there's another building there that'll appear. It's the solar sails deploying. Okay. Solar sail. Okay. Something. And I'm getting lost in here. Okay. Okay, that's... Well, let's just explore for now. I feel like... Another place I could have gone, I think. Okay, there's that thing. Alright, so I want to get to there if I can. Oh, I'm slowed down. Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if conceal works.
Subscribing,
Hi, boy, with the 42 months, man. Thanks for what's up.
to the channel,
Still rings. See me. It can see me only in the light, maybe? Ah, I see. Okay, so darkness. There we go. Okay, there's a circle of candles. Interesting. Time to try to get there and extinguish them in time. Maybe if I get close enough to one. I can't extinguish that. Okay, well there's some other trick to that then, I think. Yeah. No, that's good. It's good to know that I can do that. Okay. Alright, so if I'm by the tower, the thing I lit up is there. Which is... that? Was this not here before? This way, okay. Your computing is broke, how's it going? Oh, I'm sorry to hear your computing is broke. Okay, it's a teleporter thingy.
Hi, boy.
Highboy didn't play well, no. Shogi tried to get him into it, but... yeah. Highboy plays a lot of other games with us. I think it's neat that when you go to sleep, since you have 4 eyes, it shows all 4 closing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Yeah. Just fold that across here. Teleporter thingy. Oh, I guess I'll do this. I guess that's the way you get this area from here. I didn't hear anything in there. I guess I'll turn my sound up a little bit. Audio. Turn my master up a bit. Sound effects up a bit. I might just have a little bit harder time hearing you, but okay.
Well, no.
Use your scout launcher to take selfies. Oh yeah, that's right, you can. Alright, well let's see what's here. Anything interesting? Okay. Eventually there must be something with these. Oh, look up. Oh. Oh, okay, so I can't use it though. Gotcha. Okay, that's what that is. Gotcha. Elevator. Elevator location. You done a 220-mile drive today? It's nice to pop in and resub, but you need to sleep. Alright, well get some sleep, my friend. A long drive. Especially in the UK. That's probably about to where I am with my brother and back to Dallas. I'm getting maybe a little less than that. Okay, I heard an auto cue there. Sound like a either lightning or something underwater slamming down really loud. I don't know. Oh, the dam breaking? Okay. Do you not have the artifact on for a long time? Well, you move slower. I'm hearing a lot of sounds like that, so I think it must be the water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to get here because I ran out of time, which was. This makes that okay. Oh yeah, I could leave it on. I'm just messing with the mechanics. I could go faster. I'm not like trying to speed it or anything. We have more time this time because I think our body or the place we were in was a tower one. Went in here before, I think. Yeah, I only did part of this, so I did this. Showed us the inside. Whoa, this is weird. This is me as another person. Look in. It's a weird music. Okay, they took the vault out. Oh god, it's gonna make me do that again. Can I skip it? And I can't skip it. Okay, there we go. No, stop it! Oh, okay, okay. Alright, so they somehow... They get in there by looking? Was he just watching it? A little confused about what I learned there.
The other time.
How did I peer in here beforehand? I went underneath in the real world. Is that what you mean? Oh, they fell asleep at the fire inside of there. Okay, okay. Okay, well I know what I need to do for that. I'm trying to see if there's a way, if there is a bottom to this thing in this world. Looks like there's not bottom there, so now that we know that if you fall asleep with the artifact by a fire, we know there's fire inside of there. We know we can get inside of there in this world. If we have the artifact, okay. No, there's not another door there. I have to actually get in there from the other world. I believe is what we just learned. I don't think there's anything that way, so okay. Well, with the time we have, let's continue to explore this area. Alright, so we know what we're gonna do next loop. We're gonna get the artifact, then we're gonna go to all the way around to the treasure thing, whatever it's called, the vault. I swear, this thing looks like a Lego, the green little circle Lego that you use for lights. Legos. We have a green and a red, we could make a stoplight. Oh god. Go down. Okay. Lights just come on. Huh. Oh, I can light them myself. I did not realize. I feel like I've... Okay, I was wondering how that light was coming on. Okay, well, I can't go through that door. What about Amber, though? Who's Amber? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I don't remember that one. I am not the Lego expert, that's for sure. Is there a place over there I haven't been to? There is. So many places to go. If I go in the water, I lose the light, right? I feel I couldn't get anywhere there. This place seems like basically it's on rails for getting on and off the raft at certain places. Okay. Feel like just that. Okay, I think this is the one we departed from, but I'm sure there's other places we can go here. All the places you'll see when you're wandering through space-time in a ring world that you get to in a space with your jetpack. Maybe? Yeah, so this is the place. This is the one we keep entering because that's the tower one. So... well, I'm pretty sure I have a lot to do even in these places I have explored because I just keep getting distracted by finding other stuff.
So you got here.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to get here this early? I heard footsteps. I heard footsteps. I heard them. Okay. I missed this. I missed the tutorial on how to get here. Okay. Oh, tower's falling. Okay. It's creepy to come back in this room, all underwater, dead bodies. Okay. That means our time's up, though. That means the sun's about to go, right? Okay, alright, so the next thing we want to do is we want to get the artifact, go all the way around to the dam so we can get inside that thing. That's what we want to do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the next loop. I mean, unless I want to explore around this other world to get all these things I haven't found. Do you think I should do that? Get all the, in the real world?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, alright, so we're going to do a little more exploration in the real world, not the shadowy ghost world. Go to the first tower. What's the first tower? Okay. I assume go there, but without the artifact, since I'm not going to the other world, right? Okay. Can I get anything new? I don't think so. I feel like I do want to try to get more of those, what are they called? Slide reels, yeah. You meant in the Shadow Realm? Okay. Well, remind me after I get more of these slide reels, because I feel like I probably am going in blind a lot of time when I would have some hints if I explored more in this other world. It's tough because it's so easy in this game to just skip so much stuff. Yeah. Okay. So do this. Action this time if I can. Okay. Well, like I told you before the stream, when you have people in the stream and other people have played help, and you can definitely skip a lot of stuff, whether it's good or bad. Yeah. That is not the button I meant to press. What's the mechanic with time looping? Yeah, every 22 minutes it resets. You find out why it does that when you play the original Outer Wilds game. I don't want to give it away if you want to play it. Okay, have I explored? Okay, so I've explored that. I explored that. I think I've gotten... That's the mausoleum. I'm pretty sure I've gotten the slide reels from this area. So let's go on to the next area and see if we have more slide reels. Yeah. Well, it's all sciencey stuff, but it has to do with like a black hole and a white hole and the end of the universe. And I actually don't remember all the particulars of it. It's been a year or two since I played it, but it's a great game. You know, it's all that story stuff that I always skip in games. Yeah, there you go. My brother just said you can beat this game in 15 minutes if you know how. But that's with, you know, having the answers to every single puzzle and knowing what you need to do. Unknown language. Alright, let's see if we can get some new slide reels. I'm pretty sure we have not explored this. Yes, we definitely have not. Because that's the ID universe. I saw what they did to this place. Yeah. Yeah. They set this place on fire. Okay. That's the burnt down church. Law keeps everything you've learned. Yeah. Yeah, the ship's log does not get reset, which is very helpful. It gives you all the stuff you've learned. Is that all that's here? There's no slide reels or anything? Okay. Well, good thing I explored. So that's the tower I've been going into. Let's see if there's anything in... There's a couple little houses over there. Yeah, I don't think so. Check for slide reels. Stats here. Okay, and this is the tower I've been using, right? Okay, I definitely have not explored this little... Huh. Look, it's my mommy and granddaddy owl deer. Yeah, they don't look that spooky in the slide reels, but when you see them in the pictures, kind of spooky looking. What is... Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we got a lantern. I'm... seeing there. Is that trying to... I don't know what that's telling me. Is that when it's flooded something's happening? Okay. Okay, so I think that's like a cave that's showing there's a ramp to go from the water. Okay, okay. And that's this tower I'm next to, right? That I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Alright, so that means down there somewhere. It looks like there's a way to get... Okay, okay, cool. Secret underground passage. Okay, there's the Illuminati symbol again. Out of this building. And a slide reel, okay. Oh, couple slide reels. Do we need that? Hopefully find a place that's got a... this thing. The TV. Projector screen. We do need a lamp, though. Liam's always got the lamps. Okay, flickering. That's... oh, that's a solar sail opening, isn't it? Interesting. Okay. I'll have to look at that sometime. I need a lot. That works. I just left one here, I think. Was in this little house? I think it was. Glow sticks? Yeah. What's funny is glow sticks are like a mechanic in a lot of horror games I played recently. One me, Shogi, and Yeah, like Mishogi and Playboy played this game off stream. That was like a... It's some weird early access spooky game where you have different color glow sticks to show what trail you... They're like breadcrumbs kind of thing. Okay, let's check this one out. There was a second one down there. Alright, so this is about the Eye of the Universe. Look, behold, the Eye of the Universe. I will scan it. This looks similar to what we saw earlier. Sees it turned red. Have I done this one? This is different, okay. Sees him turn to dust. Time passes. He gets mad. Is that his mouth? I can't tell if that's his mouth or like a hole in his neck. He gets sad. They burn. They burn Illuminati house, or Eye of the Universe house. And... then this shows that. That is the same one. Did I already do this one? Man, I feel like I... Yeah, there were two. I feel like that's the same one I've seen. Rain of Versailles. When your crew dissolves into nothing, your clone bay remains silent. Yes. Remains strangely silent. Okay, I don't think I've seen that. And that symbol I know was on that sealed vault. But this might be giving us a key to the vault, maybe. Oh, he emerges from the darkness. Okay, that's showing how he sealed it. Okay, so this looks like the dark world is how the seals have formed. They're creating them in the dark world, maybe. Okay, there's a symbol on that. Is it that same symbol? That looks... that eye thing does not look like this symbol. Okay. Yeah, that's the second seal. I'm pretty sure that's showing us how the seal was activated. I don't know if I've seen that area in the other world, honestly. But that's a really good thing to see there. That is, some good information about that. So I think I explore all the houses here now. That's the burn down one, right? Okay. I think I've explored them all here. I need to go, I think it's down. I think I see the hole. Yeah, I do. I guess the question is, how do I get it? Guess I can jump and try to get there and swim? It's a good ways any, I guess. I think there's 4 mausoleums, Vega. I'm pretty sure there's 4. So this is kind of the second major one we've explored most of it, I think. Four fires, 3 mausoleums. Okay. Okay. You're right. 3 mausoleums. 4th fire is inside the vault thingy.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't yet. That was what I was planning to do next, but then you suggested I do a little more exploring so I have more clues. Okay. Is the tower that's showing me planet above it? Slide reel. Definitely need to check this one out. How? Okay, well this looks important. showing me where they are? Oh. Okay.
Fire.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because there's a fire in there. Big tall tower. I have not been in the one on the side of the wall, that's for sure. So that one must be this one. I think. Are there different symbols for them? It's all that antler thing.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So that's showing me the 4 fires. So we know there's one in the... that thing right there. That's the vault one, which is this guy. We're on top of the tower, which is this one. This one I think has to be the one that's there that gets flooded first, I believe. And this one I have not seen yet, which is probably over. Maybe there. Somewhere. Okay, well, I need to see what's in this thing, so, we know there is a slide reel leader there. In one of those. Oh, that doesn't work very well. Okay. My jets do not fight against gravity as well as I was hoping. Fine. Totally like I planned. I wanted to be over here. I wanted to remind myself of the folly of joining a cult called the Illuminati. I think it's over. It's a maps. Illuminati house. I'm calling the Illuminati 2 different things. One's the Eye of the Universe cult, and one's an Illuminati cult or something. This one? No, this one. You'd be willing to bet we need all 3 to open it? All 3... All 3 what? Oh, all 3 seals? Yes, I'm quite sure we would need all 3 seals to open the vault. If it's anything like the previous game... Oh god, please tell me this is not... I see this. Okay. If it's anything like the previous one, you have to do it in a certain amount of time before... or do things at certain times. Oh, this is showing you how to get in. Okay. They're going in all of them at the same time, it looks like. Alright. Pointing at the planet. You remove the light. Okay. So that's teaching you how to do what we learned to do earlier. Cool. Okay. Alright. Oh, is that the one in the wall right there, maybe? Oh, okay. Which one was that? Was that... I forgot that from so long ago. Was it right there? I think it might have been right there. Maybe? Well, I guess I take a boat, if we have a boat. So it was on the left side, I believe. I hope this is right. Time to watch Uncle Touchy's slideshow. Uncle Touchy. Touch him here. Alright, E.T. phone home. Okay, well I see... Yeah, oh, you know what? We probably just have to get here before the bridge goes out. I'm gonna assume the water washed it away. Because I'm seeing a piece of bridge fly off, so... Okay, that looks like the mausoleum I need to get to, probably before the bridge gets washed away in the flood. That's probably what we do next to explore. So let me just check if there's anything I haven't seen here yet before our time runs out. No, Uncle Touchy, I do not consent. That's right, everybody. A little creepy, but yes. Yeah, it kind of looks like I can't do anything here unless I have the bridge to get across. Okay, we probably just reset to get across here. If there's anything else I can do down there. That's where the dam broke. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and do a meditation. This will be the last loop before we take our last break of the day. We should be able to. I want to go directly to. I want to ride the raft directly to this third area. Tip to save me time. Okay. That's not what you do. Oh, it's not. It's not a bridge. Oh. What?
Let you discover that.
Okay. Bridge is never there. Okay. Okay then. Alright. Alright, well my brother gave me a hint that I've gone to the left side of Gorge every time. We're gonna do what I was planning on doing. But I'm gonna go on the right side of the Gorge, but do I need to wait till it's been flooded? I guess I'll check and find out. Well, we do have some new stuff unlocked. Let's check it out. Didn't want me to waste a loop. That's cool. What is it? This small rocky islands connected by a village of stilt houses. I found a large metal symbol inside a burned out building that closely resembles my symbol for the eye of the universe. Tower sits atop one of the center aisles. Upper floors can only be reached from a second entrance at the back of the tower. On a slide reel, it shows the strange inhabitants opening a single passage in a round room filled with lanterns and okay. Yeah. So that teaches us how that works. And the orange ones are places we still need to search for stuff. Fire chamber. Saw a vision-like recording of two figures in a strange vault materializing next to a green fire. The two figures pick up the vault, created a stairwell. Look through a peephole instead of vision-like recording of two figures in a strange vault materializing. Okay. Slide reel shows a glowing symbol and chains appear around a strange vault. Okay, that has to do with how they locked up the vault, I think. Okay. Yes, between you and my brother Corvax, I will probably get through this game even much quicker than I probably should, but I kind of like that because I'm probably even less willing to bang my head against a wall than other people would be playing this game. I wonder if we ever learn how they make this place visible. Oh my gosh, Nietzsche out of nowhere, the gifted subs. Welcome all you 10 people who just got the lucky recipients. Oh my god, I just unbuckled. That's one way to land. Okay, that's not how you're supposed to land a ship. Unbuckle and trust your ship to land itself. Well, I will say you definitely use the ship a lot less in this. Okay, apparently I did. In the DLC.
Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
Holy shnikes. That's the first gift bomb of the week. Appreciate that, Nietzsche.
Subscribing to the channel.
Okay.
Subscribing.
Okay, I see. There's a bunch of bridges on the right side. Okay. I mean, I guess it was so, like, there was so much stuff, I just didn't know what I was looking at.
Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
I don't understand what you mean. If you follow the path of the river, it never goes there. What? Okay, okay. Gotta catch up to Plunder and Ramses. The gifts Gift subs were pretty crazy last week, that's for sure. Definitely takes some work, that's for sure. Alright, so I have to force the raft to the right side over here, hopefully. Okay, I think I see the little... I think that area is how we get there. Alright, here we go. We have definitely not gone around this way before. Okay. This looks like this is going to get to the third of the 4 fires in the third mausoleum, I guess it would be called. This way? Can I get there? Okay. So I think this is right. Okay, okay, here we go. This looks right. I almost missed it there. Should reel us up, I think. Okay. We have found the back door entrance. Here. Elevator. This looks like... Oh, there's an up here. Backdoor entrance giggity. I was waiting for it, Plunder Pig, and I knew it would be you. I knew. A lot of houses over here. No, here's the tower part. Okay. So we know... Okay, so this would be the one. This... I'm just gonna check it. I'm not gonna go there because I don't have an artifact anyway. But let's see if any spookiness happens in here. So we've seen one with every slot filled with antler undead, one with one guy missing. Okay, this one's full. So having seen 2 that are completely full, that makes me feel like there's one walking around somewhere, which is not a happy feeling. Not what you would hope for, walking around a planet with spooky dead monster guys that you don't want to run into. Giggity-goo, alright! Oh, and there's an artifact right there. How convenient. This definitely lets us know there's going to be some stuff here, some reels. There we go. This vaguely reminds me of something in the original game. Weren't there things like this in the original? Like little things you'd look at? I feel like there's something vaguely this.
Oh.
Maybe. Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of. Okay, I need a lantern. And I think I saw... Yeah, just by the... that thing. Uh-oh. Oh, we get to see it open. Oh, that's cool. That is very much... Dyson Sphere program-esque. Solar sail deploys. That's really cool. Projection stones, that was called, Corvax? Okay. Yeah, we got to see the sails open. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, what do we got? So this is the bottom. So we've seen the right symbol, which was showing us some thing in the shadow world, I think is what we were seeing. Alright, coming out of darkness. I think that's telling us it's in whatever the shadow world is. Welcome to a different one. Okay, I think we've seen all 3 of these seals now. The first time we saw this, I didn't know what I was seeing. There's a light going in. Looks like you use your artifact. He's not holding an artifact. But how is he causing that to light? That's probably what we have to figure out. Since he's not holding an artifact, there must be some other way to activate or deactivate. Other one. Yeah, those little switches that you use to... You use your artifact to shine it through a thing, and it teleported us once. And the other time it makes the raft appear. But that was with the artifact, I think, right? Had to hold that. This looks like it's different. You think the artifact is held like a Dietz lantern? Are you trying to make me say Dietz nuts? Because I don't know what a Dietz lantern is. Okay, so this is showing us an artifact, a lit artifact, actually. Okay, now I know what this thing is. Am I going to keep streaming? Or am I going to drop it after today? Well, I'm going to finish it. So if I don't finish it today, probably tomorrow. Okay, looking at our solar system. Okay, they're going to watch a movie. Is the movie about like a giant like dragonfly flying over the water, and they're all crying. They look very sad. What am I not seeing? What are they seeing that's so sad? Oh, this is a remembering our homeworld thing. Okay. Go in here. They go here. Go to sleep. Lights their lanterns. Does it show them turning into skeleton? So I still don't know what happens when they turn in these mummified things. I don't know what happens. We know they turn into them. Yeah, we don't know how long they've been sleeping there. All right, so that's we've explored all of these now, right? I think we have. Oh, okay. Yes, you're right. So I don't want to go in there yet. I want to go. I still have more areas over here to explore. Still. Oh, okay. My brother says I'm not going to beat this day, Korvac, so I'll definitely be playing this tomorrow. Unless something crazy happens, tomorrow we'll be playing with this again. A third of the way? Okay. Well, I need to take my last break. We still have a couple more hours, so let's finish this loop. Can't open. Go down there. Let's see what's over here. Lit artifact symbol. That's where I was. These lanterns are a popular kind of petroleum lantern that is used where electricity isn't common. Okay. Because they perform well in high wind. Oh, okay. Okay, that looks like... Is that where I came in? No, I came in a different way. That would drop me off. Oh, what's this? What's that? A door I can't get to. Okay. Can't get through. Interesting. What am I looking at here? 3 different lanterns. One open, one closed. Something else. Looks like there's little view things you can look through potentially. An artifact in there. Okay. Looks like even a screen on the ground. Is there a projector on the ceiling? Maybe that's just a rug. Huh. Slide reel, okay. I'm worried about going in here, but I'm gonna do this and hope it doesn't put me directly in the water. Okay, it put me directly. Okay. Go back. This looks like a different area. I feel like I just missed a bunch of stuff by doing that. I climb back up in that. Does that have a grabber arm like the other one? It is the question. River's not too strong. Okay, good. Well, it was a shot in the dark. So, looks like that's where I came from. So where? So I still haven't been... Have I been in that mausoleum? I have. I checked that. Right? Oh man, how much have I checked? I think I went that way. Probably other slide wheels I need to see. Okay, I have not gone here, I don't think. Now let's just get this back down. This is where we originally came. Maybe I have. This place is pretty complex. I'm not sure. I can't remember what all I've explored. Okay, broken elevator. That might take me the place I was seeing over there. No, that was over. Yeah, that is all stuff. Don't know what to do. Turn around and find that person is good. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Oh wow, it only just went down. Okay, well this place I think is high enough that I don't have to worry about the dam, right? Or the water, I should say. Flooded water. Okay, so I need to get through this cave on the other side. Okay, I know I've been here because I put that down there. Do not think I've been this way. This is the broken elevator? Okay. So I couldn't call the thing, but I could get there up. I can get there with that. Okay. Although I guess it wouldn't be bad to like send it down. It's like down there. There's a bridge. I have been over there. Okay. I just didn't see the outside of it. That looks like the cave to get over there. That looks like a symbol for a slide reel. That's locked. Now it's not locked. Cool. So that's what I'm seeing. When I'm seeing the lock thing, it means I have to open it from the other side. That's what I'm seeing. Light source on the other side of. That's not a clue right there. It pops up. Launch scout. Okay, what am I looking at? Door. A door. Okay. Okay, so there's a door. Okay. Oh, it's turning. Okay, I have to time this correctly. Haha, this is crazy. Oh, okay, never mind. This is, I see the light. Go out to the door. Oh, can I actually see where that door is? Didn't know I could see that. Okay. I don't know if I like this better because I can't. Okay, there we go. I just gotta get the timing a little lucky and get it right. Okay, very cool. And slide reel. Okay. How's that for a puzzle? And how's this for how the hell do I get out of here? Yeah, there's a staircase. Okay. Okay. So where are we watching this? I mean, it's got the symbol right here. Slide reel this way? Oh god, is that ghost stuff? Yeah, okay. Let me go watch this ghost reel. I don't want to lose this. Because I really don't know how much I have left. Oh gosh. What's that? Okay. Alright. Tell us a story. So that looks like the outside of this machine, showing us it opening. Oh! Oh! I just see something exploding? Okay, is that the borked piece that we saw earlier? Okay. Exploded thing there. Place you were talking about earlier, huh? Oh, okay, okay. Alright, so we definitely need to go there on our next loop. So, okay. I don't know which side that's on, but we can fly around and probably find that. Alright, so the time we have left, I want to go to the other side through the cave if I can. Need one, but we'll grab one. Okay. Oh god, don't fall. Who knows how much time we have left? Okay. You definitely told me the best way to use this thing now. Yeah, sure. It's true, it's true. But now I know how to get through there. Basically stay in the middle. Okay. Another cult of the Eye of the Universe place. It's kind of busted. Okay. Let's try the same one from earlier. Who knows if it'll be right. So it was this. I fire. And it's not right. Or if it is, I don't know what it did. Got a lantern there if we need it. Okay. 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 This is where we just were, right? Okay. Interesting. You think it'd be that easy? Say they ran. Tricks are for kids. My bad. I don't even know what that is trying to... Is this the only place I could go here? Oh, the lock. Okay. Alright, so I have to find something else to show me the lock on that one. Alright, well, that is time. I hear the scary...
Oh, perfect.
It is really good timing. So, my friends, you all enjoy the sound of doom as my universe explodes, and I'm going to take my final break of the day and get cookies, because I have cookies. So I can have a GG cookie time when needed.
Are you done? You don't-
Yeah, I'm done, if you don't mind. Thank you. But I'll be back in just a few minutes. Thank you all for hanging out. Is anybody new to the stream? I haven't said this yet today. Hit the follow. When we come back, we will do another loop and see if we can find some more stuff in this crazy addictive story game. Y'all rock. See you in a bit, my friends.